What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope it's a beautiful weekend where you are. These last few days here, today, Saturday, Friday, actually been great days here. Beautiful weather after the storm of the century we had on Thursday. I got no damage at my house. Power stayed on, thank God, but a lot of the people in the greater Houston area, not so lucky. Feel sorry for them. Uh, but weather's nice now. Um, Hope you were able to catch some baseball and softball this weekend. A lot of upsets happen, crazy things happen. We're going to go over all that. In fact, we got so much to go over, we're not going to do any news today. Nothing really major anyway. Group of Five is mad about a settlement. Florida State's looking to ask the NCAA to chill out on some NIL penalties, stuff like that. It's nothing really major, but we got a lot to get to, so we're going to jump into it right now. We're going to go back to Thursday baseball. Some of the upsets that happened in baseball. Number 1, Tennessee beat number 24, South Carolina, 9-3. Tears for Tennessee, 3-run home run. Moore, 2 solo home runs. Causey struck out 8 Gamecock batters. Number 5, Texas A&M beat number 3, Arkansas, 1-0 in 11 innings. Arkansas did have more hits. They had 9 hits. Aggies only had 5. Number 6, Oregon State beat number 14, Arizona, 9-2. Oregon State had 14 hits in that one. Arizona only had 6. Number 11, Duke beat number 7, North Carolina, 5-3. North Carolina committed 3 errors in that game. Number 17, NC State beat number 8, Wake Forest, 14-3 in 8 innings. NC State don't have my number there. Oh well. NC State won. Number 18, Virginia beat 32-18. Virginia Tech 7-3. 26-25, Auburn beat 32-20. Alabama 4-2. Bauman for Auburn struck out 8 tied batters. Florida International beat 29-21. Iowa 2-1. Florida International only 2 hits in that game. Iowa had 9 hits. Not sure why those two are playing. I guess they needed a filler. 26-27, USC beat 32-19. Utah 6-5, despite committing 3 errors in that game. And 30-24, Arizona State beat 30-23. Texas Tech 21-5. Arizona State 22 hits in that game. All right, moving to Friday. Some of the big things that happened. Number 1, Tennessee beat number 24, South Carolina 8-3. Despite committing 4 errors, they win that series. Number 3, Arkansas beat number 5, Texas A&M 6-3. I think I read Arkansas won the outright West with that win. Number 6, Oregon State beat number 14, Arizona 6-1. Arizona 4 errors in that game. Number 7, North Carolina beat number 11, Duke 6-4. Number 17, NC State beat number 8, Wake Forest again 2-1. 27-26, Florida beat number 9, Georgia 7-4. Georgia, though, good pitching. Finley had 8 strikeouts, and Zeldin had 6 strikeouts right behind him. 31-23, Cincinnati beat number 12, Oklahoma 10-6, despite committing 3 errors in that game. Number 18, Virginia beat 32-19, Virginia Tech 13-3 in 7 innings. South Alabama beat number 21, Louisiana 10-0 in 7 innings. 25-23, Penn State beat 34-21, Maryland 6-5 in 10 innings. Ivy League tournament, Cornell beat Princeton 9-7. Penn beat Columbia 8-4. 26-23, Penn State beat 34-22, Maryland 19-7. 22-30, Baylor beat 32-18, Central Florida 4-2. Kemp for Baylor hit a 3-run double in that game. 32-20, West Virginia beat 31-18, TCU 7-2. West Virginia, their scoring is all home runs. No RBI singles or nothing. Weatherholt, he hit 2 2-run home runs in that game. 32-17, Illinois beat 33-21 Purdue 9-4. Both teams had 8 hits in that game. 27-25, Auburn beat 32-31 Alabama 12-11. Wright for Auburn, 2-run double, and he hit a 2-run single. 22-27, USC beat 32-20 Utah 8-2. Utah committed 5 errors in that game. Arizona State beat Texas Tech 17-11. Both of them were 31-24 as of Friday night. All right, going to softball. The regional started. A couple surprises on Friday, too, that happened. Moving to Austin, Texas beat Siena 5-0. Siena Siena, 0 hits in that game. Northwestern beat St. Francis, Pennsylvania, 7-2. Norman, Oklahoma beat Cleveland State 9-0 in 6 innings. May, for the Sooners, she had 9 strikeouts. Oregon beat Boston 8-0 in 5 innings. Boston committed 4 errors in that game. Knoxville Regional, Tennessee beat Dayton 3-0. Dayton only had 2 hits in that game. Virginia beat Miami of Ohio 7-0. Kind of surprised by this one because Miami of Ohio, I want to say they lead the country in home runs, like 159, 160. Great batting on that game, on that team, but I don't know what happened in that game. Gainesville, Florida beat Florida Gulf Coast 6-0. Gators Wallace, she hit an RBI double. South Alabama beat Florida Atlantic 1-0. Florida Atlantic did have 6 hits in that game. Stillwater, Oklahoma State beat Northern Colorado 6-0. Both teams only had 2 strikeouts on each side. One I was looking forward to, Kentucky and Michigan. Kentucky beat them 4-3. I knew this would be a good game. Kentucky, 7 hits. Michigan had 6 hits in that game. Los Angeles, UCLA beat Grand Canyon 9-0 in 5 innings. Grand Canyon only had 2 hits in that game. Virginia Tech beat San Diego State 5-1. Virginia Tech's Limley, 6 strikeouts in that game. Columbia, kind of surprise here. Omaha beat Missouri 3-1 in 9 innings. Omaha's Thomason and Rongish each hit solo home runs. Washington beat Indiana 8-7. Both of them had 11 hits in this game, but Indiana had 3 errors. Stanford beat St. Mary's 8-6. Stanford's Conady, 10 strikeouts. Nice game for her. And Kenshiro, she hit a 2-run home run. Mississippi State beat Cal State Fullerton 1-0. Mississippi State, 2 hits, 2 errors. Cal State Fullerton had 6 hits in this game. Baton Rouge, LSU beat Jackson State 5-0. Jackson State only had 2 hits in that game. Southern Illinois beat Cal 5-4. Southern Illinois had 5 hits, but Cal had 8 hits and still lost this game. Durham, Duke beat Morgan State 6-1. Duke's Tapia, Davidson, Vega. They all hit solo home runs. South Carolina beat Utah 2-1. Both teams had 4 hits, 1 error. In the Athens Regional, Georgia beat UNC Wilmington 8-0 in 5 innings. UNC Wilmington only had 1 hit in that game. Liberty beat Charlotte 6-3. Charlotte committed 3 errors. Fayetteville, Arkansas beat Southeast Missouri State 3-2. Arkansas had 6 hits. Southeast Missouri State had 7 hits. Johnson for the Razorbacks, she hit an RBI double. Arizona beat Villanova 14-3 in 5 innings. Arizona had 12 hits. Villanova only had 3. Lafayette, Louisiana beat Princeton 8-0 in 5 innings. Princeton's a good team. I really thought Princeton would have a better showing in this game, but what are you going to do? Baylor beat Ole Miss 3-1. Baylor's Holt and Govan each hit solo home runs. Tuscaloosa, Alabama beat South Carolina upstate 1-0. This was a surprise one here. I didn't think this was going to happen, but it did. Southeast Louisiana beat Clemson 6-2. That's their first tournament win in program history. Tallahassee, Florida State beat Chattanooga 3-0. Florida State's Flaherty hit an RBI triple. Central Florida beat Auburn 11-6. Central Florida's Williams, solo home run and an RBI single. And in Bryan College Station, Texas A&M beat Albany 6-2. Texas A&M pitching 5 strikeouts. Texas State beat Penn State 4-2. Texas State's Vanderford hit an RBI double. All right, move on to Saturday baseball. Crazy things happened yesterday, too. Number 1 Tennessee beat number 24 South Carolina 4-1. USC, 6 hits in that game, but only 1 run. 35-20 Vanderbilt beat number 2 Kentucky 12-4. Vandy pitching, all the pitchers, 12 strikeouts. Nice game for that pitching staff. 7 innings. Number 5 Texas A&M beat number 3 Arkansas 14-4. Texas A&M's Grovak, Liviolite, Soriel. I think I said their names right. Anyway, they all hit 2-run home runs. Number 7 North Carolina beat number 11 Duke 14-6. Number 14 Arizona beat number 6 Oregon State 4-3. 28-26 Florida beat number 9 Georgia 19-11. Georgia did have more hits in this game. Number 17 NC State beat number 8 Wake Forest 9-6. Cozart for the Wolfpack, 3-run home run. Pitching for NC State, 12 total strikeouts. Cal State Fullerton beat number 15 UC Irvine 9-2. UC Irvine 3 errors in that game. 23-32, Missouri beat number 16, Mississippi State 4-3. Mississippi State did have more hits in that game. Number 18, Virginia beat 32-20, Vatech 10-9. 24-27, Michigan State beat 34-19, Nebraska 11-6. 33-17, Illinois beat 33-2, Purdue 18-10. 30 between those two teams, there are 30 total hits in that game. 28-27, USC beat 32-21, Utah 5-3. I don't know what it is about USC. Not a good team as they used to be, but they seem this year to beat teams that you wouldn't think they would beat, like Utah, for instance. 21-31, BYU beat 31-22, Kansas State 12-8 in 10 innings. BYU's Goff, grand slam and an RBI double. Hell of a game for him. 33-20, West Virginia beat 31-19, TCU 6-5. TCU did have more hits in this game, but they also had more errors. 32-21, Alabama beat Auburn 12-5. I watched this game. Auburn was up 4-0. Bats came alive for the Tide, and they just started scoring runs left and right. All right, so yesterday, softball regionals. Austin, Texas beat Northwestern 14-2. Texas Mitchell, Washington, and Henry all hit solo home runs. St. Francis of Pennsylvania beat Siena 1-0 in elimination game. Northwestern beat St. Francis, Pennsylvania 5-1 elimination game. Norman, Oklahoma beat Oregon 6-3. Oklahoma's Jennings and Parker hit solo home runs. Boston beat Cleveland State 8-0 in elimination game. Oregon beat Boston 8-2 in an elimination game. Oregon's Humphreys and Flannery, they each hit solo home runs. Knoxville, Tennessee beat Virginia 12-0 in 5 innings. Tennessee's Malloy, Pinelli, Nugent, West. All those girls hit solo home runs. Miami of Ohio beat Dayton 4-0 in elimination game. Dayton did have 4 more hits in that game. And then Virginia beat Miami of Ohio 6-0 in elimination game. Miami of Ohio, only 1 hit. Their bats just kind of went cold in this regional. Kind of crazy. Gainesville, Florida beat South Alabama 9-1 in 5 innings. Florida's Wallace inside the park home run, which I haven't seen that in a long time, and 2-run single. Florida Gulf Coast beat Florida Atlantic 3-2 in the elimination game. Florida Gulf Coast is Viancos, 2-run triple. Nice for her. South Alabama beat Florida Gulf Coast 5-1 elimination game. South Alabama Williams, she hit a solo and a 2-run home run. Stillwater Regional, Oklahoma State beat Kentucky 6-2. Kilfoyle for the Cowboys, 12 strikeouts. Nice game. Michigan beat Northern Colorado 4-2. Michigan's Durkowski, 8 strikeouts. That was an elimination game. And then Michigan beat Kentucky 4-2 in their elimination game. UK did have more hits, but Michigan also had more errors. Los Angeles, UCLA beat Virginia Tech 7-6. Grand Canyon beat San Diego State 9-7 in that elimination game. Both teams had 3 errors in that game. Grand Canyon beat Virginia Tech 4-1 elimination game. Virginia Tech had more hits in that game. Columbia, this one's kind of a crazy regional here. Omaha, that team ain't screwing around. Beat Washington 3-2. Ross for Omaha, 2-run double in that game. Mizzou beat Indiana 5-1 elimination game. Indiana had 2 errors in that game. Missouri beat Washington 4-1 elimination game. Washington had 6 hits and 1 run from those 6 hits. Stanford beat Mississippi State 2-1. Mississippi State 3 hits, 2 errors. Cal State Fullerton beat St. Mary's 6-1 elimination game. Chambers for Cal State Fullerton, she threw 7 strikeouts. Cal State Fullerton beat Mississippi State 7-0 elimination game. Cal State Fullerton's McClinton, she hit a 3-run home run. Baton Rouge, LSU beat Southern Illinois 4-1. Berzon for LSU, she threw 8 strikeouts. Cal beat Jackson State 15-0 in elimination game. Jackson State, 1 hit, 4 errors. Bad time for that to happen. Bad game for that to happen. Southern Illinois beat Cal 3-2 in elimination game. Cal, 4 errors in that game. Durham, Duke beat South Carolina 8-0 in 6 innings. Duke's Wright, 12 strikeouts. Nice game for her. Tapia and Davidson each hit 2-run singles. Utah beat Morgan State 1-0 elimination game. Morgan State had 4 hits in this game, but no runs. Utah beat South Carolina. The Utah-South Carolina game, elimination game, that was canceled. I'm guessing because of the weather. I know there's a lot of weather in the Carolinas yesterday and last night. Athens, Liberty beat Georgia at home 7-3. Liberty's McManus 3-run double. Charlotte beat UNC Wilmington 5-0 in elimination game. UNC Wilmington committed 3 errors in that game. And then Georgia beat Charlotte 5-0 in elimination game. Charlotte only had 1 hit in that game. Fayetteville, Arizona beat Arkansas 2-1. Both teams had 3 hits in that game. Villanova beat Arkansas 7-2 elimination game. Razorbacks eliminated at home. And that could happen a couple more times today. There's some games, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 games maybe, that some of these teams could be eliminated at home again. At least it'll be the championship game, not this. But anyway, after that, Villanova beat Southeast Missouri State 4-1. Cities for Villanova. 2-run single. Nice for her. Lafayette, Baylor beat Louisiana 8-0. Benford had a 3-run home run for the Bears. Princeton beat Ole Miss 4-2 in elimination game. Ole Miss had 6 hits, 3 errors. Louisiana beat Princeton 2-1 in that elimination game. Louisiana 7 hits, Princeton 4 hits, 2 errors. Kind of knew that would be a tough regional because Louisiana's good, Princeton's good, Ole Miss is decent, Baylor's decent. So I knew that would be a pretty good regional. Tuscaloosa, Alabama beat Southeast Louisiana 6-3. Beaver for Alabama, 10 strikeouts. Clemson beat South Carolina upstate 8-0 in elimination game. Logolio for Clemson, 2-run double. And then Southeast Louisiana beat Clemson 6-2 in elimination game. Clemson had 7 hits and 2 runs. Rounding it out, the Tallahassee Regional. Florida State beat Central Florida 5-1. Harding for the Seminoles, she had a 3-run double. Auburn beat Chattanooga 9-0 in the elimination game. Chattanooga only had 1 hit in that game. And then Auburn beat Central Florida 2-1 in that elimination game. Rounding it up, College Station, Texas A&M beat Texas State 1-0. Texas State did have more hits. Penn State beat Albany 9-3 in that elimination game. Jones for Penn State, 2-run home run. Barbani, she hit a 2-run home run. Also, this one I watched last night. Good game. Texas State beat Penn State 8-4 in an elimination game. Penn State was beating them there for a while. And then Randolph is the 5th or 6th inning, I forget. She hit a 3-run home run for the Bobcats. And they up winning 8-4. Okay, like we said, good game. Good championship games today. Some I think Texas Northwestern. Who's Alabama playing Southeast Louisiana? I mean, gonna be some good ones on today, and in baseball too. Anyway, we'll be back probably I don't know, maybe Wednesday to go over what happens today, and then because baseball conference they're fixing to start conference tournaments, and then the softball is going to move to super regionals. So we got a lot going on this week. So probably come back on probably Wednesday to round up everything that's happened. Anyway, hey, I know tomorrow's Monday. It's back. It sucks, but keep busy and, I don't know, listen to some music at work and maybe it'll go by fast. Anyway, be safe. We'll see you next time.